All right, welcome to Hannity. And tonight, in mere moments, Elon Musk will join us live from the Washington swamp. A huge day for Elon Musk, for SpaceX, for President Trump, and for our country. If you were watching all day today, how could you not feel inspired, grateful, so glad that these astronauts lost in space, basically, are now safely back home. Now, the president did ask Elon to go get our stranded astronauts from the International Space Station, and he delivered. He delivered big time. Take a look.
And we're going to stand by for splashdown located in the Gulf of America off the coast of Tallahassee, Florida.
And splashdown. Crew 9 back on Earth.
It really is amazing. I mean, that is incredible. What human ingenuity, engineering, the human spirit on display makes you proud to be an American. Mission accomplished. Just hours ago, the SpaceX Dragon re-entered orbit. It splashed down off the coast of Florida, safely bringing home Suni Williams and Butch Wilmore back to Earth after being trapped at the International Space Station since June of last year. Now, this SpaceX capsule that you see right there on your screen was traveling through space at a whopping 17,000 miles per hour before re-entering orbit and then gently gliding down to the ocean within a minute of their expected landing. Coming up, we're going to have plenty of politics surrounding the increasingly radical Democratic Party and Chuck Schumer's disastrous media appearances today. It was bad, as he officially now is on the chopping block and is fighting for his political life, along with a full rundown of the newly released JFK files. But first, for a moment, can we just put aside all partisanship for a second? I don't know if some people, if they're capable of it, if you suffer from Trump derangement syndrome. Just take in this moment. How remarkable this is, this moment of time, what we're witnessing, history in the making, right here, the United States of America. On Friday, the SpaceX Falcon 9 propelled its Dragon space capsule and crew into space. It's amazing. I mean, that in and of itself, what you're watching on your screen, is such risk-taking at the highest level. And a few minutes later, the first stage booster, remember, performed a separation and a flip maneuver and then touch back down precisely at the landing zone 1. Look at this touchdown. It's incredible. Right where it was supposed to. The Dragon then separated from Falcon 9's second stage and was piloted to the International Space Station, where docking happened successfully. Now, keep in mind, this was one of 3 Falcon 9 missions in less than 24 hours. In addition to this rescue mission, the Falcon 9 also delivered 74 rideshare payloads into orbit, added 23 Starlink satellites to the constellation, and on March 16th, the Dragon successfully docked at the space station, and 2 days later, it successfully departed, ultimately returning our 2 stranded astronauts back to Earth on time to the minute. This was a safe return. But after 9 months in space, both astronauts will have their fair share of health challenges. Now, according to NASA, for example, bones lose 1% of their density for every single month in space. Muscle atrophy can pose a huge problem. They have to exercise every day in space, and they exercise for 2 hours a day. The eyes, the brain structure also change in space due to the lack of gravity. This can cause blurry vision and other serious problems. There's also a variety of skin conditions that astronauts experience as they reacclimate to Earth. That's not an easy acclimation. Now, tonight we all wish both astronauts a speedy recovery and good health. We are also extremely grateful to Elon Musk, the team at SpaceX, for getting them home safe and sound, for President Trump to giving the okay for this mission to go forward. Unfortunately, so many on the left, they are not grateful. They are not thankful in any way, shape, manner, or form. Simply, they loathe Elon Musk now more than ever. This is a guy that rescues astronauts that were trapped in space. They were only supposed to be there 8 days. They were there for 286 days. He sends life-saving communications via Starlink to North Carolina and Tennessee after Hurricane Helene. He sent them to California after the California wildfires. He sent them to Ukraine after they were invaded. This is a guy working on the cutting edge of technology to advance the human condition, improve life, including one of the things I'm most fascinated in, and that's Neuralink, using AI technology and the human brain, which hopefully one day we will be able to restore vision to the blind and movement to people that have been paralyzed. But now, because he's supporting President Trump and he's working to make government more efficient and eliminating waste, fraud, and abuse, this is the thanks he gets from the left. Elon Musk experienced death threat after death threat, Hitler comparison after Hitler comparison, acts of domestic terrorism at his dealerships and at his charging stations. You have Teslas lit ablaze, Molotov cocktails thrown at Tesla dealerships, Tesla stations burned to the ground, shots fired into Tesla showrooms, one in Oregon. Early this morning in Las Vegas, another attack. A suspect armed with a gun fired shots into a Tesla collision center while also lighting multiple vehicles on fire and spray painting the word resist on the front of that building. This is not a protest. This is not a simple act of vandalism for those idiots at MSDNC. As Elon Musk posted himself on X, quote, "This level of violence is insane. It is deeply wrong. Tesla just makes electric cars. They have done nothing to deserve these evil attacks." Let's be clear. What we're witnessing is terrorism, plain and simple, domestic terrorism. These left-wing lunatics are committing these acts of violence to intimidate Elon Musk, to intimidate Tesla owners, and anyone that dares to disagree with their twisted worldview. That is the very definition of terrorism. And now Attorney General Pam Bondi will be investigating and trying these perpetrators as domestic terrorists. And like most terrorists, I think that we're going to find that they're not very smart. We did have one suspect in South Carolina allegedly trying to burn down a Tesla charging station with a Molotov cocktail and accidentally set himself on fire in the process. He's now facing a 20-year jail sentence in a federal prison. This kind of violence is unacceptable in the United States of America, but for the radical left, it's all just a means to an end. But that won't deter President Trump. It's not deterring Elon Musk, and today is proof that all of their hard work is paying off. Now, we'll check in with Elon Musk in a minute, but think about this. You know, for all the talk about January 6, January 6, January 6, okay, all the talk about that, what about the 574 riots that took place in the summer of 2020, where we had 24 dead Americans, we had cops pelted with bricks, rocks, bottles, Molotov cocktails, we had billions of dollars in property damage, and why didn't Adam Kinzinger and Liz Cheney have a committee looking into that violence? Why did the preferred candidate of the left go on Colbert and say, those rioters aren't going to stop, they shouldn't stop, and we're not going to stop supporting them? And why did the media lie and say, oh, they're mostly peaceful when a city or a town is burning over their shoulder? Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.